Okay. So I can say let today equals Monday. Do you understand? So it is possible that or let's just say let day equals Monday, not today. Let's say let day equals Monday. Now I'm using let because the day can change, right? Are you following me, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I can now come and say if day is equal to what?
Tuesday.
Monday. Let's start with Monday. Do something.
Okay.
Console.log. I am going to work. Right?
Yes, sir.
Now I can say else if
Okay.
day equals what?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Do what? Console.log what? I would be going to the market. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
I can also say that else if day is Wednesday, do what? Console.log what? I would be visiting the gym. Right?
Yes, sir.
Now, it's possible that I'm a soft life guy and after Wednesdays, I don't want to do anything again. I just want to keep sleeping. Then I know that on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I want to do the same thing. Any other day, I just want to sleep. Any other day, I want to sleep. Then I just use what? Else. What? Console.log. I want to sleep. Or better still, I will be sleeping because I'm a soft life guy. Easy. So now I've been able to tell my code what to do on different days. So it might be that I might connect this code now to a signboard and every day the day changes. It will just show me on like when it is morning, it will show me what I'm supposed to do. So I would see when it is Monday, I would see it. It is going to show me that I am going to work on Monday. On Tuesday, it will show me that what? I will be going to the market. And on Wednesday, it will do what? Tell me that I will be visiting the gym. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it will tell me what? I will be sleeping. And I will live a soft life. Now, let me go to my browser console so we can see what we have. Now, this is my browser console. If I come here now and I inspect and I go to my console now, let me refresh. So now, what do I have? Hello, can anyone hear me? Hello? Hello, can anyone hear me?
We can hear you.
We can hear you now.
I think my internet cut me off for a while. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, I was telling you to check line 106.
Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we
Can
can
you hear
see.
me, Razak?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So now if I go to the browser console, what am I printing? Hello.
We can hear you.
Yeah, can you see my screen?
We can see
Yes.
your screen.
I'm going to work.
That's a mistake. This should have been I am
Yeah.
going to work. So if I save this, sir,
Check line 106. There's a syntax error there.
oh, there's no syntax. Is the what's the name? Is the let me remove it. It's just the format I'm using.
It's supposed to be Boolean equals to.
Eh?
You're assigning L106.
Oh,
You're not
sorry.
comparing.
That was a mistake. Yeah, that was a mistake. So now, if I go to my what's the name now, I would see I am going to what? Going to work because the day is what? Monday. Now, if I change this to Tuesday, and I go to my browser console, I reload. What do I see here? I will be going to the market, right?
Yes.
If I decide to change this to Sunday, what would I see?
I'll be sleeping.
Sunday.
I'll be sleeping.
I'm coming. Something wrong with my code. I'm coming. Okay, I've not changed this to Sunday yet. Sorry. This was what I changed to Sunday. This should have been Monday. This was Monday from the onset. So this is what I'm supposed to change to Sunday. Are you guys following me?
Yes.
So if I come here now, what do I see?
I will be sleeping.
I will be sleeping. Now, if I have multiple situations, just like the way I have Tuesday, Wednesday, I have Thursday, I have Friday. If I want to make multiple situations like that, I would always have to wrap up different else if statements. Do you understand?
Yes.
And sometimes that might be too what's the name? That brings us to talking about what the switch case statements. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But how does the switch case works? How does it work? How the switch works is very similar to switch day. In this case, so just like if your day is whatever, switch day with your what? Curly braces. Then what do? You start with the different cases. Case what? Case Monday. That is, if the day is what? Monday. What do? You are going to what? Console.log what? I am going to work.
To work.
The console.log. I'm going to work. So now you move to the next case. But before moving to the next case, there's something you must always do when you're using the switch case. And what is that thing? You must always use your what? Break. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
You must always use your break when you are what? Using your what? Your switch case.
Yes.
When you write a case, you use your break. When you write the next case, after writing what should happen after that, you write a break. Or else it moves to the next case along with the case you are working with. So you must always use your break. So it only what considers that case and moves out of the what switch statement. Now I go with the next case. The next case is what? Tuesday. If my day is Tuesday, what should happen? Don't forget these two semicolons. What should happen? Console.log
Going
what?
to the market.
Yeah?
Going to the market. Going
Exactly.
to the market.
I'm going to the markets. Now, we go for the next case, and you must make sure they're all on the same. You can see that they are on the same line of indentation. Case what? Case what? Wednesday.
Break first.
Thank you. I wanted someone to point that out for me, that I've done something wrong. I was going to ask that what wrong have I done? So
Okay.
we have the semicolon. After the semicolon, we go to the next word. Console.log what? What's that? What's the next case?
I'll be visiting the gym.
Exactly. So I will be visiting the gym. So now, in a switch statement, what's the else in the what is analogous to the else in a switch statement is the what? Defaults. Defaults. What have I done wrong, guys?
Break.
Break has not been there.
Thank you. Break. Now, defaults. Default means what? In any other scenario, in any other case that is not any of the listed cases. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Understand? Yeah? Are you guys following me?
We are following.
Yes, sir. We are with you, sir.
So in any other case, what did I say I would be doing? What did I say I would be doing in any other case?
Okay, sleeping. Be sleeping.
I would be doing what?
Sleeping.
I would be what?
Sleeping.
Okay. Because I'm a chilled guy. I want to enjoy myself.
Oh.
So that's the end. Let's clean this line here. Let's comment it out. I have these lines commented out. So my day is what? Initialized to be what? Sunday, right?
Yes.
And I can always what? Switch between what? This is what I'm what? This is what I'm switching. If my day is what? A certain day, I give the different cases. So this is more or less like if day equals what? Monday. If day equals Tuesday. If day equals what?
Wednesday.
Do you understand? And in the
Yes,
case
sir.
where day is not any of all these cases, what do? You go to default and do what is here.
I'll be
So
Sleeping.
let's run it on our browser and see what we have. What do I have?
I'll be sleeping. Sunday.
Because my day is what?
Sunday.
Sunday. I would be what? Sleeping. Now, there's something you should always know. There's one thing. If, for instance, now, I change this to Monday now, what do you think I would get?
I'm going to the work.
I'm going to work.
I'm going to work. So if I come here now, I would get I'm going to work. Now, I can probably make something very funny here. If I write this as capital M, what do you think I will get?
I'll be sleeping.
Eh?
I'll be sleeping.
I'll be going to work.
No, this will be error.
Oh, computer is what? Garbage in, garbage out.
Garbage in,
Said.
yes.
And what you are telling the computer here is, if the day is small MONDAY, that's the only time it should print what? I am going to work. You did not tell the computer that if I give you a Monday that is capital letter, use that. If I wanted to do that for the computer, I would have told the computer that if
Notice.
I would have told the computer that if Monday if day dots. There's a function called to lowercase, meaning that at every point in time, it should what? Because I know my cases are what? Case sensitive. They all should be in what? Small letter. Do you understand?
Yes.
So
Yes.
if I want to prevent anything from making my cases, if I want to make sure that even if you enter a capital letter, I still take it in. Do you understand? I would tell the computer that it should make it what? Whatever they are passing, lowercase. Do you understand? So the comparison would be what? It will be fair. Do you understand? So if I say day dot to lowercase now, it will change this Monday to what? Small what? That means it's going to say if the lowercase of the day you are passing, which is Monday, if the lowercase of Monday is equal to Monday, which is actually what? True. Do you understand? So if I go to the browser now and I go and refresh, what do I get? What do I get? I'm going to work. But if I do not put this lowercase here now, and I just put day, it is a different thing. This Monday is not this Monday. This Monday is not Tuesday. This Monday is not Wednesday. So where does this Monday fall out? Where does it fall to?
I'll be sleeping.
It falls to the default. Because it is a different scenario. I can give it a different name. I can say let day be what? I want to live my life. What I'm just trying to tell the computer in this situation is any other thing that is not Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Do you understand? You should do what? You should say I will be sleeping. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand? So if I say day I want to live my life now, it is going to tell us that what? Let me refresh.
Obviously.
Do you understand?
Okay.
What you tell the computer doesn't help you to, it does not understand for you at the moment like this that, okay, oh, the days of the week are only Monday to weekend. So if I put something like blah, 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 it should say wrong day. No, it doesn't understand it. So it is going to follow what you've told it at the moment. If you now want the computer to only recognize days like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to Friday, Sunday as the days of the week, then you have to tell the computer that these are the days of the week. Anything outside these dates, throw an error and say this is a wrong input. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Are you guys following?
Yes, sir.
Exactly. So that's how you, it's more or less like you are talking to the computer in the language it understands. If you tell the computer that A is this, that's what the computer understands. Is what you tell him that it is going to do. Its own job is just to do what you told him to do. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So switch case makes things easier instead of wrapping. It is for cleaner code, and it makes things easier instead of having to write multiple else ifs like that. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
So that's about the switch case. Do you all understand this? Do you understand how the switch case works now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So there's something I wanted to point out because I'll be using it very often. I'll be using it very often for us so that life is easier for us. We want to make life easy for ourselves, and that's the what's the name. That's the point of being here. So for instance now, what I want to talk about now is template literals. Template literals. So what are template literals? Prior to now, I remember my boss explaining to you the other time that if you have a string, for instance, let's string 1 equals Monday. Let's string 2 equals is a good day. Now, if I want to print something to the console, I can say console.log string 1 plus string 2. What would this print into the console for me, guys?
Monday is a good day.
It will print Monday is a good day.
The print Monday is a good day, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Now, for instance, let me say, for instance, now I have string. Let's string 3 equals 1. Let me see. Yeah. So where is that noise coming from?
Please tell that person to mute his.
Is mute. So if I say let day of the week is equals 1, now I can now say that console.log Monday, which is string 1, plus string 2, plus Monday is a good day, and it is the day of the week. Now, this is a very long ass sentence, and this is going to bring out what at the end of the day. Monday is a good day, and it is the day 1 of the week. Are you guys following me?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes,
Now-
we are following you.
Now, if I do this, you would realize that I might have a lot of things jumbled together because I'm not even looking at where I have to put spaces. See here now, this string 1 here is Monday. String 2 rather is a good day. By the time I log this in my console and I go and check it, I would see that string 2, which is a good day.
It's like I'm not hearing you
And
clearly.
this and, can you hear me?
Yes,
Hello,
I can
can
hear
you
you
hear me?
now.
Okay.
Okay, we can hear you.
You would realize that this is a good day, which is string 2, would be jumbled up with this and.
Is it my network?
Let me show you now. You would see. Can you see? Monday is, you can see, it is there's a lot of jumbling together on my console. So I have to always, let me see, string 1 plus string 2. I have to look for where I would put spaces. I'll put space here. I would look again. I have to put space here. I would look here. If I'm going to add and to it is the day, I have to put space here. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay, yes, yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Day of the week is 1. Okay, 1 is going to come here. I have to put space at the back of the day so that it doesn't jumble up with 1. Of the week here, I have to put space here. If I save this now, I would go to my console. I would see that, okay, I have this looking better now. Do you understand?
Okay.
Now, but do you see how much stress I had to go through to do all this? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
we can hear you.
So much stress and it is unnecessary. So I bring you template literals. That is what template literals is for. Template literals literally makes things really easy for us. We can write strings like we are writing strings, and we will be inputting variables into the same string that we are writing with the proper spacing without having to do all the plus this, plus that, and all the likes. Now, let me show you how template literals works. So let me say, I want to say console.log into the brackets here. Now, to write template literals, we use this backticks. It is above your tab. Check your tab. It is above your tab, backticks. Can you see it? It is above your tab key on your keyboard. Is there anyone that is finding that to find that backticks? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Is anyone finding that to find backticks?
No, we've seen it.
Okay. So now I want to write the same thing. Monday is a good day. And it is the first day, it is the day one of the week. Now, I know that this variable, I have to put this variable here. This variable, I have to put here. I can easily come that if I want to put a variable in a variable using backticks, what I just have to do is $, colon, curly braces, put the variable. What's this variable? String one. String one. I've written the first variable there, which is Monday. I can easily put my space. I know that I've put the variable Monday here. I put my space. Is a good day, which is string 2. I put curly braces, string 2. You can see that there are spaces already in between this guy here and this guy here.
Okay.
I've put the spaces like that already. I'm still inside the backticks. I'm going to be writing strings for you to see. So string 2 is what? Is a good day. Now the next thing to write is, and it is the day. Now I don't have to do any plus. I will just be writing the spaces as I want. And space, it is the day. What's the next thing? To add day one of the week, which is the variable. I do what again? $,
$,
colon,
curly brackets,
braces,
the
and
day
put
of the
what?
week.
Day of the week. Then what? Day one, I put my space, do my space normally. Of the week, I put space as much as I want. Of the week. Are we good?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Now, if I go to the console now, you see, let's go. Valhalla. Can you guys see?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You understand? Can you see how easy template literal is making life for us?
Yes, sir.
You understand? Instead of having to do all
Yes.
these jargons that we have been doing all this time. Do you get?
Okay.
Do you understand, guys?
Yes, sir.
So template literals makes life easy for us. That's how it is very easy. So we can impute. Let me even bust your head now. See this day of the week that is, as long as whatever is going to be in between this guy, in between these curly braces here with the $, as long as whatever is going to be here returns a value, as long as it is an expression and it returns a value, because string 2 is what? Is a good day. So meaning string 2 is, it returns what? Is a good day, a value. I can come here and say that 5 plus, wait, let me put what we have here now, day of the week. I can come here and write something like 20 plus 45 inside. Do you see that I'm doing additions already inside there? As long as it is going to return a value. If I go there now, what will I see? I would see Monday is a good day, and it is the what?
For the 5th day of the week.
20,
It is the
45.
what? Eh?
65.
Thank you. It is the 60, it is the day 65 of the what?
The
Ah,
week.
of the week.
Let me go there now. Can you guys see?
Yeah, sure.
I can even do what's the name here. I can do simple, I can use a ternary operator because a ternary operator returns a value. I can say if day, I can say if day equals Monday, return 1, else return 5. Now, what is the value of day? The value of day, I can initialize day. I think day is initialized already. Okay. Day is, okay, day is I want to live my life. Now, you see that if day is Monday, it will return 1. But if day is not Monday, it will return what?
5.
5. So, in this case, now, what is our day? I want to live my life. Right? Do you understand? Are you guys following?
Well, that side, I think you need to explain better here, son.
Okay. Don't worry, I would remove this out. Let me just remove this out. This is ternary operator. I will get back to, I'll get to this. let's just use this as what? Like I said, 65 plus 40. I can write expressions inside here. If I go to my browser console now, I would see what? 105. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So this guy makes life easy for us when it comes to string concatenation with other different types of variables that we have. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. So now that leads us. Is there anyone that doesn't understand how template literals works? Huh?
No, sir.
Eh? Hello?
No, sir. Sir. We
Everybody
understand, sir.
understand? Okay, good. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
The next thing I'll quickly touch is ternary operators. Very easy. Ternary operator is a way for you to easily write simple if-else statements. Very simple if-else statements. For instance, and how is the syntax? The syntax of ternary operator is very easy. Instead of saying if 4 is greater than 5, return or console.log I, or let's use return. Let's use return. Return 5. Else return 6. Instead of writing this long words name, I can easily use a ternary operator to do this very easily. And how does that work? I will just do like this. Very simple. I start with, this is the syntax. 4 equals 5, a question mark. This is trying to tell me that if 4 equals 5, what do? I return what I want to return after this question mark. Hi. After this, I use the word this colon. This is like the else. If 4 equals 5, return I. Else, return what? Hello. Do you understand?
Okay.
This is the syntax for ternary operators. And the beauty of ternary operators is that unlike normal if-else statements are statements. Do you understand what I'm saying? I
Yes.
cannot use an if-else statement and I would store the value that an if-else statement gives me somewhere. But here now, I can store the value of this ternary operator in a variable. I can say const value equals, now, if I console.log value, into my browser console, what do you guys think I will get? What do you guys think I will get?
Hello.
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 This is simple.
Hello.
4 equals to 5.
No.
4 is not equals to 5. So it is not going to return I. It is going to return what?
Hello.
And it's going to store that value of hello inside where?
Inside.
Inside this value. Do you understand? So this part here is
Yes,
the
understand.
principal part of the ternary operator. It is, the syntax is such that what you want to write, what you want to compare, what value should you return afterwards? If that is not the case, what value should you return? So if 4 equals to 5, return I. If 4 is not equals to 5, which is else, and that's this guy here that's handling that part, return hello. Do you understand?
Yes.
So this returns what? Hello, and we can store it
Hello.
into what? Into what? A variable, which is this guy here, value. So if I console.log value, you would see what I have. What do I have?
Hello.
Exactly. So now that's why I was now saying that in template literals, I can actually decide to even write this guy. I can come here and carry this guy here and remove this thing from here and paste it here. Now, this is going to say string 1, which is what? Monday is a good day. Monday is a good day, right? And it is the day. Now, what is going to be printed here is going to be dependent on the evaluation of what we have inside here. Do you understand? Are you guys following me?
Yes.
Are you guys following?
Yes, let's see the result.
Now,
Yes.
so from here now, let us evaluate. We have to start building beautiful stuffs. We cannot just be doing very simple things. This looks very beautiful from here now. From here, what do you think would be the result of what will end up in this bracket here?
Hello.
Exactly. So LO is going to be what will end up inside this bracket here. So this is supposed to read what? Monday is a good day, and it is the day what?
The hello.
Of the week. So let's go to our words name and see.
Azad,
Sir.
that your hand is up.
Okay. I'm coming.
Can you go ahead with your question?
Can you see it, guys?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll be listening to your questions, sir.
Okay, sorry, if you go back to the VS Code, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
I wanted to clarify line 146. Can we have multiple conditions like we tested the other time? This is just like 2 conditions. Can we continue?
So,
you know?
So in what's the name? In ternary operators, you can nest conditions like that too in ternary operators. But it is advisable to not always do that, or else your code becomes unreadable. Do you understand? For instance, I can say if 4 equals 5 in this place now, I can now write that check if 2 is greater than 4, then display what? Hey. Else display hi. Now, what this does for me now is that I'm saying if 4 equals 5, do something here. Are you following me?
Okay.
If 4 equals 5, do something here. Else, display hello. Normally, 4 is not equal to 5. So this guy is not going to get called up. It is going to go to the hello. Do you understand?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
You get?
Yes.
Now, because I know it is going to go to hello, this is solved. But if I now decide to say, okay, 5 equals 5. Now, if 5 equals 5, what am I saying it should do here? I'm now telling it again that if 5 is equal to 5, check if 2 is greater than 4 again before you display something. Are you following me?
Yes.
Yeah.
So now
Yes,
5 is equal to 5. But at the same time, what am I doing here? What I'm doing here is also an expression. Do you understand?
Yes.
It's like I'm
Yes.
nesting logic inside another logic. Do you understand?
Yeah. Yes. It
So
has to
now I'm
confirm
now
2 conditions.
exactly. So now inside here now, I'm in this place now. This is what I want to do. Now I'm now saying that if 5 is equal to 5, which is actually true, then now help me check if 2 is greater than 4. If 2 is greater than 4, do what? Return
A.
Else return what? High. So we would expect
Hi.
that this is going to return what? High. So let's go to our
Hi.
console and see what we have for value, which is line 147. What do I have here?
Hi.
You see? Do you understand?
Yes.
But this is probably not necessary. Do you get? It is this code is not so readable. Like if I'm trying to read it, I'll have to start looking at, okay, what is this first? I have to first understand what is happening here. I have to look at what is here. Then do you understand? So it is, ternary operator is majorly for very simple. I do not want to really stress myself writing if else. Just very simple was name. If 5 is equals to 5, just return something to me very quickly. A, otherwise, just what? Return hello. But if I want to do like nested what's name, I can always use my if else statements or my switch case. I mean, I can do it with my ternary operator like we just saw now, but then it is going to make our code quite unreadable. Does that answer your question, sir?
Yes, it does. Thank you very much.
Okay. So I think we can continue from there. So everyone understands why I said template literals are like really, 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 they are like the big deals. So in this template literal here, we're literally writing conditions to render in between our strings without having to worry about plus and all. Just using dollar and square brackets, we can write different things. We can write variables, we can write, as long as it is what? An expression and you return something, we can always do it. So we just use an if else statement here now, and we were able to use which in form of a ternary operator to render what? Hello in this place. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you get, guys?
We continue, sir.
Exactly. So the limit is endless. You can do a whole lot of things as long as it returns something. You cannot write an if else statement inside here. You can't, because an if else statement is a statement, not an expression. And an if else statement doesn't what? It is not an expression that you can save the result of into a variable. Do you understand? Do you get? Exactly? So there's the limits are endless on that. So I think we can move from that. So I think everything that has to do with control flow, template literals, switch case, ternary operator. So this is the ternary operator, very beautiful stuff. We can undo them, right? Is everyone here? Huh?
Yes,
Yes.
So I think we are good to go moving forward, Abi.
yes.
Okay, so I think we've talked about strings. There are string methods. There are string methods. Okay, this is the normal was name. String methods. My string dot length gives you the length of your string. Very easy. This is my string. It gives you the length of your string. When you call the method dot length on this, it gives you what? The length of the string. You understand? So I can easily just come here and say console.log what is value here? Value is what? A string. Abi? Huh? Value here is going to return what? A string, right?
Yes.
So I can easily say console.log what? Value dot what? Length. Very easy. If I go to my console now and come in, it does what? Shows me what? What's the value dot? And that's what? The value dot length, not the value itself. I'm talking about the length of the string. So that's we are able to see value dot length now. That's the thing. You understand?
Okay, yes.
We can move on. So to access values on a string, it is very easy. First character, third character. There's what we call bracket notation. You understand? That's what we call bracket notation to get values from a string. How do we do that? Now this is value. Our value is A. That's what we call zero indexing. This, to access the first value, we use what? Value bracket 0. This is telling me that it is indexing. This H has an index of 0, E has an index of 1, Y has an index of 2. Contrary to what is the norm for everyone. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Contrary to what is the norm, everyone would think if I want to get H, I would say position 1. Do you understand?
0.
Everyone would normally think that I'm going to say position 1. Give me the one at position 1. Do you understand? But that is not how it works. It uses what? 0 indexing. So if I say console.log value at position 0, it would return what? H.
H.
Can you see now? Huh? Is everyone following me?
Yes, sir.
So I can do the same thing to get the I can do the same thing to get the second value. The second value is the value at position 1. And if I come to my console here, I get E. I can do the same thing for position 2, like that. And I get Y. Right? Now, there are certain cases where I have very long numbers, very long letters, and I do not want to have to start counting, okay, what is the last number? I just use what? -1 to get the last value. Okay, this doesn't work in JavaScript. It only works in Python. This doesn't work in JavaScript. So you would have to always use the position. Negative indexing doesn't work in JavaScript, but it works in languages like Python, where you just access the last value using -1, and you can go on and on like that. Are you guys following?
Hello.
Yeah?
Hello, Razak.
Hello.
So I just want to call your attention to the time. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I just want to call your attention to the time. Yeah, 5 to 6 o'clock is for classwork, so they can do something before we round up by 6.
Okay. No problem. I have some questions I will am I supposed to give them, or I'm supposed to solve it with them, or just give them to try out their hands on it?
No, we'll give it to them to solve. And
Okay.
also the slides you are using, we are supposed to cover that all today. So I see you are going back up. Or is it a mistake?
No. It's because you've not we've not covered some things. So,
Okay. All right.
So, Razak,
sir,
give the assignment, give it as assignment, focus on the slide so that you cover a lot of things, and then they'll go back to the video and watch it.
okay.
Okay.
No problem.
Yes, thank you, sir.
All right.
Okay. So let's move on. So I'll be trying to move a little bit faster. If you do not understand and you want me to come a little slower, just let me know. Let me know. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are with you.
Okay. So we've talked about accessing values in a string using the bracket notation. Then there's what we call that strings are immutable, meaning if I write a string now as JavaScript, I cannot change the value of individual characters of that string. Do you understand? I cannot mutate the string. That's how the string is for life. I cannot change S to maybe U inside this variable. Do you understand? Do you understand, guys?
No.
Okay, let me explain now. Value at position 0 is H in this case now. Abi?
Yes.
I might want to say that since value at position 0 is H, I might want to say, let me say value at position 0 equals G. Let me change the value at position 0 to G. Do you understand? But this cannot work. If I run this now, value at position 0 is still what? Let me type up here now, and I see I put this outside and I put this after here. As you would expect that I've already changed the value at position 0 to what? G, right? So I would expect to see what here? G. Do you understand?
Mm.
So if I go into the browser here and what do I still get?
H.
So it doesn't work. I cannot mutate a string. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
That's what they are saying there. So let's move.
Okay.
Char arts. Use char arts to get a value from a string also. Outside using brackets notation, you can use char art method to find the character at a specific position. Do you understand? Eh?
That's what we just did.
The difference between char
Yeah.
art and brackets is bracket uses indexing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Char art does not use indexing. Char art uses what? The actual position. I can say console.log value.char at 1. Now, char art uses what? Okay, char art still uses the same thing. It uses the same thing. Okay. I think char art uses the same thing. So you can use char art or use indexing. It really depends on you too. It really depends on you. It's still zero-based index. Yeah, as said here, zero-based index of the desired character. So char art uses zero indexing too. So depending on what you want to use, you can choose to use brackets or use char art. Do you understand? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we're looking at functions now. This is the next thing I'm seeing here now. Functions. So what are functions? Very easy. Functions are piece of code that we can reuse over
I'm saying
and
what
over
blank.
again.
What
Eh?
blank, sir.
Eh?
Your screen is showing word blanks.
Yes, now I'm here. That's where I am. Do you
Okay.
understand? Okay. So now I'm here because I want to start explaining functions. So I cannot just tell you what this is without explaining what functions are. So functions are what?
Okay.
Functions are piece of code that we can reuse over and over again in our code. Do you understand? I need
Yeah,
that to be interactive. Do you guys understand
Yeah.
what I
yes,
mean?
sir.
When
Yes,
I
sir.
say
Yes, sir.
they are piece of code,
ourselves.
huh?
I said when we are not talking, we mute ourselves. That's why.
Okay, no problem. So if you guys do not understand what I'm saying, then just maybe write a message so you do not break my flow, because I would be moving and I would be assuming that you understand what I'm saying, or else you
All right,
send
sir.
the message, or raise your hand. Okay. So functions are what? They are used for reusability. Do you understand? They are pieces of code
Yes,
that
sir.
we can reuse over and over again in our code. So there are a lot of times in our code we would be repeating a whole lot of things, but then functions allow us to be able to what? To just assign the action of assign a certain action to a function, and we can always call that function to just do that thing for us. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So for instance, now I can create a simple function called, let me see, function logger. And I say that this function logger doesn't take anything. I just tell this function console.log my name is Bayo. Now, it is possible that I am writing an if-else statement now, and I want to say that if 2 is equals to 3, console.log my name is Bayo. Console.log my name is Bayo. And I want to say that else if 2 is greater than 3, console.log my name is Bayo. Still the same, my name is Bayo. I might have multiple situations where I'm saying that it should do something that I want to keep on doing at different instances. Do you understand?
Yes.
Now, instead of having to
Yes, sir.
always write console.log, my name is Bayo, console.log, my name is Bayo every time. I just create a function that does this thing, and I call that function logger. So what do I just do? I just say if 2 equals to 3, do what? Call logger for me. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
If 2 equals to 3,
Yes.
do what? Call logger for me. Are you following me?
Yes,
Else,
sir.
if 2 is what? Greater than 3, call logger for me again. Now, if I go to my browser here now, let me see. Okay, so now the situation is none of our if statements are what are entering. Do you understand? Do you understand?
No.
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 What I had before was if 2 equals to 3, so there's no way to enter into this block. Then if 2 is greater than 3, there's no way to enter into this block. That's why we didn't have anything. Do you guys understand? Do you understand me?
No.
Eh?
No. No.
What
You
I'm
didn't
saying now is,
mention.
look at this if statement that we have here. Is any
Yes.
of the conditions here going to execute?
Okay, all is false.
All is false now, and I didn't write an else statement.
Yes,
You understand?
yes,
Huh?
yes.
All is
Yeah.
false. So I can make this what? I can make this I can make this. Wait, I'm coming. Let me make this. Let me say else. Do what? Console.log. Last option. So now if I come here now, I would see what? Last option, of course. Do you understand what I was saying?
Yes,
So none
yes.
of these if statements happens. Now let me make an if statement happen. Let me say if 2 equals to 2. Now if I come here now and I refresh, what did I see now?
My name is Bayo.
Now,
Okay. Yes.
instead of having to always write console.log, my name is Bayo, console.log, my name is Bayo, I just call logger. That's all. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say functions help us do. Are
How
you guys
did you?
following?
Yes, sir. What I
Exactly.
did not get is how did you later get that my name is Bayo, because his last option is shown before.
Because I changed the
All right,
value of this. I changed the value of 2 to be equals to 2.
Okay, so that it will be true.
Yes. Sir, I'm listening.
All right, you've explained, don't worry.
Okay. So it's because I changed this value to be what's name. That's why you go into this if block. Do you understand now?
Yes, it's not
So
true.
now I can make this dynamic, and I can even make this dynamic. Now, how do I make this dynamic? I have functions that can take in parameters. So a function can take in parameters. I can say parameter 1. Let's just start with parameter 1. Now, if this function takes in parameter 1, I'll say console.log, my name is Bayo, plus my name is, don't let me say Bayo. My name is plus param1. Now, this param1 is like what? Is this anything that you have inside here that are called what? Parameters. Do you understand?
Okay. Yeah.
Anything that you put here while declaring the function is called parameters. In the process of now calling the function, the value that you now put is called the argument. So now if I put value here now and I call this value what? I pass a string called Bolanle. Now this is going to, when I call logger with this param1, this is going to do what? Say my name is what?
Okay, Bolanle.
Do you understand? Because the value I passed to this function now is what?
Bolanle.
Exactly. Do you understand?
Yes.
Now, I don't want to have to start doing all these jargons here. by adding and adding. So I will do what? I would use template literals. Very easy way of living life. I come here, my name is what? I use my what? And I put what? The param one. Simple. Are we good? Do you understand, guys?
Okay.
Eh?
Yes, sir, we
So you
understand.
can see that what we have learned is building on each other. Eh? Eh?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
now I'm calling logger with Bolanly now. If I call logger with Bolanly now, I have what? What shows up here now?
My name is Bolanle.
Now, I can say that I can say that, okay, anytime I'm printing in, if I get to a block where a number is equal to the other, print that number. Do you understand? Now, the idea would be that if I get to this block here now, I want to say console.log 2. Do you understand? Let me remove this so you can get what I'm saying. Now, I might change my approach now and say that, okay, what I want to do in this situation now is if 2 equals to console.log what? 2, because I'm comparing 2 with 2. I'm now saying if 3 equals 3, console.log 3. Are you following me? Are you following me, guys? So if I keep on going like that and I keep on doing console.log like that, that is a waste of my effort. I can just create a function that I know that anytime I enter into a certain if block, what should it do? It should print that number for me on the console. So let me just create a custom function, which is still logger here. In this case, takes in a parameter. And what is that parameter? It is going to take the what? The number. Now I'm on 2. I'll just take what? Let me say console.log what? The parameter that I'm on, which is 2. So here now, I just come here and say what? Logger takes in the value of where I am now, which is 2. Now in this place, logger takes in the value of what?
3.
Where I am, which is what? 3. So now when I do this now, what I just get in my this thing, if I come here, I see 2. Why? Because in my if statement here, I've passed 2 to logger. I don't have to always repeat console.log to console.log. I've been able to use a function to undo that. So it will be dynamic. Now, if the situation was I had 5 here, 5 equals 5, and I pass 5 here. When I go to my browser here, what I would see is what? 5. So it will just, I just created a custom function that I can reuse in multiple places in my code. Are you guys following? Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
Eh?
Yes.
Okay. So let's move on. So now I just want to quickly touch the different types of function that we can have. We can have function expressions. That's what we call function.
Yes.
Eh? Hello? Can you guys hear me?
We are hearing you, sir.
Okay, we can have function
hear you.
expression.
Yes, we can hear you.
We can have function declaration, function expression, function declaration, and we can have arrow functions. These are the 3 types of ways you can write functions in JavaScript. And how do we do that? In this case here, where we write the function, then the name of the function, then the parameter. This is called a function declaration because we are writing the function. After writing the function, we are what? We are putting the name of the function, which is logger. Do you understand? Now, if I want to use a function declaration, how do I do that? I'm not going to write the name of the function. I'm just going to write function with a bracket. Then I save it to a value. That value is going to be the name of the function. Now this is how I write function expressions. So the name of this function is logger. The difference is in this function here, I define the name after writing the function here. This is called function declaration. Now, function expression, I write the function without a name. Then I what? I assign the value of that function to the name, which is what? This guy. Do you understand? So the third type of function that we have is arrow functions. Arrow functions is just function expressions that are very easy to write one-liners. I can say const logger equals, and I write, what does the function take? Let's say the function takes in a parameter, param1, then I do what? Arrow, I write an arrow, and I write 5 plus 6. This returns 5 plus 6. Sorry, let me say param plus 6. Now, this is mostly used for one-liners. Do you get? Mostly used for one-liners. This is called an arrow function, as you can see. This is an arrow here. So, more often than not, you most probably either use function declaration or function expressions. Now, you want to ask, what's the difference between function declaration and function expression? Function declarations, you can call function declarations before using them. Now, in this place here now that I wrote function logger, I'm just defining this logger function here. I could have called this function here. I could have called it here with maybe 2. Let me say 3 or 10. Let me use 10. I could have called this function here now. Now, if I go to my browser console, you can see 151. I can call the function logger before declaring it using function declarations, but I cannot do the same thing with function expressions. And this is because of this of something called hoisting. That you can learn that later. We'll talk about it later. But either ways, the best thing to always do is either use function expressions or function declaration, depending on which one you like. Function, these ones are mostly used for one-liners. Do you understand? So it is not necessary. So I want to talk about something we've been doing so far. All these functions we've been doing have been printing to the console. So if I just call logger now, what does this logger do? It prints a value to the console, right? This function prints a value to the console. Very easy. But functions can do more than that. Our functions can return values, not prints. We can return those function values we can return values from the function and store them in variables. Now, this function logger that we have here now, I can create another function called return function. Yeah, let me use a function expression so you see how it works. Let me say this function takes a param2, and I now say that in this function, return 5 plus 6. Unlike the other functions that we did here, this was logging to the console. So when we called logger, it immediately, what that logger is doing is to log to the console. That's what it is doing. But this function, return function now, if I decide to call this function here now, returned function, and I invoke it, this is called invoking a function like we did here. This is called invoking or calling the function. Do you understand? If I call this return function here now that we just did, that what does this function do? This function takes in a param2. Let me say, and I'll say return param2 plus 6. Now, when I want to invoke the function, I put a param2, like, let me say I put 8. Now, this is supposed to give me what? What is this supposed to give me? What am I supposed to get when I call return function with 8? What am I supposed to get, guys? Can anyone answer me?
I think it's 14. 14.
I'm supposed to get 14 now,
Yes.
right? because this is what param 2 is what 8. So this is
8.
more or less like I'm saying param 2 8, return 8 plus what? 8
Plus
plus what?
6.
Which
Plus
is 14.
6.
Do you understand? So now if I go to my browser console, do you think I will see the value? Can I see it?
No.
And it's not possible for me to see it because unlike this other function, what this function was just doing was it was logging to the console. So for me to be able to see this return is just returning the value of this function. It's returning the value that's amassed from this function. So I can now catch the value that is returned. I can save it to a variable called value of the function equals, I store that value from return function. I store it here. When I store it, I can now say console.log value that I got from the return function. Now, if I do this now, and I go to my browser here, what do you see here, guys?
14.
Do you guys understand?
Yes.
Do you understand?
We do.
And now there's something very particular to returning values from function. The moment you return, it's just like you are saying, that's the end of everything I'm doing. I've given you everything that I can do. There's nothing else. So if I add any other thing here now, and I say maybe console.log, hi. From this place here now, you can even see that this guy is grayed out. Unreachable what? Code detected.
Unreachable code
After a
detected.
return statement has been written in a function, nothing can happen after it. The return statement is like you are saying, okay, you are building ice from something. The moment you build it finish, you throw it out. That's the end. So you can't do anything else. You throw it out. Any box that won't pick it up, pick it. Where the box is going to be your what? Your variable. You are building ice from something. When you build the ice finish, you build it finish. Return means return it. I've thrown it out. There's nothing else you can give me to do as regards this function. Nothing else. So it is not, this guy is not going to get reached. Do you guys understand what I just said? Is it clear?
Very clear.
Very clear. Thank you very much. So that's how I've been able to write a function expression for you guys, and I've been able to write a function declaration for you guys here. Now, if I were to do something now, let me do this here. I declared this return function here. Let me try to call this return function before. Let me try to call it before I did the function. Let's see if we are going to get the value of function. Let's see what our browser will tell us. What did it tell us?
Return functions.
Cannot what? Cannot access
Return,
function before initialization. And why is that so? It is because function expressions, you cannot access them before initialization. It is after you've initialized this function here, then we can now get the values from it. We can now assign arguments to the function and use them after, only after. But we can do that for function declarations. Are you guys following me? I showed you earlier on now that we can do it for function declarations.
Yes.
Eh? Do you guys understand? Hello? Do you guys understand?
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir.
This function.
I'm listening. Any questions? Does anyone have any question?
We believe when we continue watching the video, we will get it.
Razak,
Sir,
all right. I think we should try and end the class at this point. You've
Oversaturated.
covered.
they're enjoying, they don't want to end it. They're enjoying the class.
We don't say it, but oversaturated already.
See, Razak, you've covered a lot of things.
Super
And then
saturated.
you've covered a lot of things. And then what you've taught now has gone beyond basic stuff. So let's
This function
give
part.
room for discussion. And
Okay.
then sorry, Razak is really hot. He wants you to grab everything. Mr. Johnson, you wanted to say something?
Yes, sir. It's about the ternary, sir. You see, can we say it's doing the work of looping?
No. Ternary is just doing the work of if else. That's this ternary,
Okay.
this guy here. If else statement.
Okay.
I've explained
Okay.
before.
It's just, you can replace it with if statements.
Okay.
If you
Okay.
don't
Thank
want
you.
to use if statements, see, the truth is, keep it simple. If you don't understand ternary operation, go and use your if statement. Nobody
Okay.
will arrest you or abuse you for using it.
Okay.
So as far as I'm concerned, most time, if I understand something, I use it. If I don't understand it, I leave it. So there are several ways of skinning a cat alive. So most of the skills that you've learned, you can use it. If there is something, if use case, if you don't understand case statement and you understand if statement, be using your if statement till the day you understand case statement.
Yes. Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes,
If
sir.
you are
Thank you, sir.
using for statements and then you don't understand while statement, be using your while statement till the day you understand it. There's one statement in PHP. It took me 6 to 7 months before I understand it. It's always when I understand it, we just scatter. I'll just leave it. I'll go and use what I know. So if you see my code, you will not say, why are you not using it? Because I'm solving problem. So the truth is, nobody knows it all. The most important part is you know the basics. And then all these things, don't think you need to cram it. You don't need to cram it. You just need to understand the basics and then how to apply it. So the problem that you are solving will determine the kind of way you are going to apply it. So that's just the basics of everything. Don't think it's too much. I won't be able to capture everything at a time. Nobody knows it all. We all grow into it, and over time, you learn it. So this class that we had now, you will need to sit for like 1 hour or 2 hours per day before we meet next week. So that by the time we meet next week, you will have understand this because this will be the basis of what we are going to teach you next week. We are going to advance JavaScript next week.
Okay,
And
sir.
then most of these things that you've learned are the things that will make you understand that part. So
Okay,
there's nothing new again. You've already understand most of the things that you
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
I'm with you.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, but you are not loud. I can hear you.
This function parts, function expression, function declaration. Next, when you want to do the next lab, please can you just like from that place?
Okay, we
Is it
can we
ours?
can we
This is
can.
part of the basic.
So let me explain something. Function is just used so that we will not be repeating some part of our code. So once you use a function, you put all the code that you think you need to be using more often inside it. It's like you have a package. Let's say, for example, you are selling Coke, and there's a pack of Coke. Instead of me buying 1, 2, 3, 4 Coke, I can buy a pack of Coke. And when I say give me 10 code, you will not say, I can't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's already set. There's 10 in the pack. I give it to you. Do you understand? So functions are just like group of code that you put together that will do something. A function can be something that will do multiplication of 2 times 4. Instead of me, whenever I need 2 times 4 in another place in my code, instead of me doing 2 times 4 again, I will just call that function. They call it invoking the function. So you just invoke that function. So what is not there is that there are several ways of defining a function. So the first one that I express is that is explained is a function expression, and he talk about declaration and arrow function. So it's not compulsory that you use the two. You can choose to use one, and it will work very well for you. Do you understand? If it is one that you are able to master now, master it and use it very well. If it is the second one that you're able to master it and use it very well. And then until you get to understand others' functions, when you understand it, you can use it. But most time when you see another person's code that has already written their functions there, you understand that, okay, this is arrow function. When you are going towards advanced JavaScript, they will be using more of arrow functions. I don't know if that's clear.
Very clear, sir.
It's partially.
Read one, do you understand?
I sincerely, let me say my head is saturated already from that.
All right,
from that
so in the
expression.
next class, we'll start from function. We'll start from
All right,
function. We'll take the function again. It will be like a revision. Take it again, and then we'll continue from there. So I would like to have more feedback. Nkem, you've not been talking since. Tell us what you think. Nkem? Nkem is not with us. Nkem? Mr. Emmanuel, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here with you, sir.
So do you think you've learned some things, or there are some areas that you think we need to explain?
Actually, nothing much. Actually, after what you're teaching us, I don't think there's anything much for now.
Okay, all right. Mr. Abdul, do you have any feedback? Mr. Aruna Abdul, do you have any feedback for us? Dayo, do you have any feedback for us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, thank you is my feedback. Thanks to yourself, Farouk, and our wonderful tutors. Thank you so much. You guys, like the other person said, brain is saturated. You need to practice these things over and over so that you can understand it. And I agree, we need to retake the functions part. Honestly, if I close my eyes now and reopen it, I'm not sure I understand the difference between the two. But I'm sure by the time we look at the video, most of these things will sink in, and then practice would help before the next meeting. But thank you, really. Thanks a lot.
All right. Thank you very much. We like that feedback. Mr. Bashir, do you have any feedback for us?
Okay, I think Nkem could not talk, so she sent a message.
Okay, Nkem, thank you.
Wait, did you?
Mr. Bashir, Nkem, you are talking now.
Thank you. So I didn't hear my name that time.
I mentioned your name. I said you tell us. Maybe you are eating at that time.
Thank you so much. I really learned a lot. Thank you.
Okay, so Ridwan, do you have a feedback for us?
My feedback is just thank you. Thank you for everything. All the mentees, all the mentors, Brother Abdrazak, and Brother Farouk. Thank you, sir. Thank everyone. The class is actually okay. Maybe it's because of the time is so long, so I don't know. But it's actually okay, it's fine.
Okay. Mohammed, do you have a feedback for us?
Yeah, I really do, sir. First of all, sir, I would like to say thank you to the three guys that walk us through. The feedback that I had, one is that honestly, the way they carried us is as if we are like professionals in the field. Somebody who doesn't have a know-how of programming honestly cannot be on this board. So at least they should be a little bit slow so that they can carry those that don't have the basic. Secondly, if there is any, I read that we are going to have a WhatsApp group and we're going to use it as a medium of what is called discussion. Maybe if,
Yeah.
So instead of we like waiting till next week for revision of these functions and what have you, I think maybe it's best for those that have issues regarding functions to like use that opportunity so that we can all discuss at the platform.
Okay, so it means that Razak has taught functions. Let's take that as a feedback, and then we'll share this video. You go and watch it, read more on it online, and then you can come to the group chat and discuss it with your fellow learner and then the mentors that we have there. So my problem now is that some people are just joining group. They don't know that they're supposed to join group that they belong to. And then what I would do is to go and remove everybody.
No, sir. I've been on the group. I'm using system and phone.
So some people are just joining group that they are not supposed to be in. And then it will be difficult for them to learn from there. So I think I'll drop a message later today and advise that they should join the team that they're supposed to be learning from. Is there any other feedback? Do you have any feedback? I can't call everyone.
We say thank you, sir.
Yeah, I want to say thank you.
Sir?
I want to say thank you. It's been interesting and educating. But like the other scholar said, like if they can just rebrush that function, it will really do us well.
Okay. Sir Johnson, you wanted to say something?
Yes, sir. I want to thank the team on behalf of everybody, because what we just learned today is a semester's course. Just like, in fact, if a lecturer goes into the class, a whole semester, I don't think we can be able to cover this, the situation of Nigeria's educational system now. And what we want, as they have said, sir, please, we need that video so that, we are no more small children. There are a lot of other things that are on the head. So if we can continue watching and then practicing, I believe it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful training. Thank you very much. We are grateful.
Thank you. Mr. Tade wanted to say something.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Just like a suggestion, you understand? Like instead of this way now, like many people, likewise, me, totally saturated, you understand? Like, so, actually, it was interesting, you understand? But I'm trying to suggest if there's a way, like taking these things like 2 hours, then 30 minutes.
You are not clear. You are not really clear.
Can you hear me now?
It's like you are far away from your microphone.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
It's better now.
Okay. What I'm suggesting is that if like this, like Saturday now that we are having a lecture now, if we can hold like 2 hours lecture, then like 30 hands-on practical, I think that would be better instead of having that.
And we will still get to the parts that we are going to be doing practical. We'll take a real life problem and then we'll be writing the code to solve it. So where we are now is just the basics of understanding those syntax. So if you understand, when we started this training in the morning, it's from basics. They were doing it small, and it's becoming harder, small. It's becoming harder to the point that it becomes very hard. And then by the time you sleep over it and look at those video again, it will be very easy again. Do you understand? Don't
Thank you
worry,
very
we'll
much.
call your back. Just don't run. Don't be scared. We are here. We are here with you.
Don't go to
Because
Ibadan.
most
Go and
time
see
people
Lagos.
run away at this point, and you will see that people won't join the call again. Just don't run on us. We are together. Razak will not be happy if you run. He wants to put everything in his head down.
You will not run.
All right, thank you very much. And then
Yeah.
we appreciate you attending this training as well. Please, we have a Twitter page. You just help us follow the account on Twitter. We shared it in the group. Help us follow it. And if you have some comments for us on the page, just drop some comment for us.
Hello.
We'll be grateful. Yeah, we can hear you.
Is it my network?
We can hear you. It's not your network.
Okay. The assignment or maybe the class that I say you're going to give us, I think that will really help so that you use that one to check if what we've done so far is like we actually know what we did, because watching video may not even, but giving us something to do and we're able to do it. So that's what I think.
Razak will drop the assignment.
Okay.
We'll put it on the announcement page. We'll put it on the announcement page. That's good. Razak, can I have the assignment? Razak,
can I send it now?
Let me add you as administrator on the main group. So you put it there by yourself. And then you repeat it later because they might not see it. You repeat it later. I've shared the slide that we've been using for the training. And then you can go through it if you have time. But let me tell you something. There's a lot of opportunities. And then there are a lot of opportunities. That's what I will just say. There are a lot of opportunity. People are looking for developers. And then the little developers we have in this country, they've left. The companies, telco, bank, education system, they are in short of man resources. So they don't have enough manpower to run their system. So they have to rely on foreign organizations to come and do those things for them. So there is a very wide gap. Somebody still talked to me today. He needs like 5 developers for his project. And then somebody talked to me last week. He need like 4 developers for his project. Where will I see developer to recommend? Sometimes when you do an interview, they don't know these basics that we're talking about here. They don't know it because they did not pass through a process like this. So that gives us an opportunity and a hedge ahead of most of the people that you see. So what makes difference is that we have people that understand the things in and out. So if I tell you that some of my interns, some of my people that I've trained, what they've built, you'll be surprised. Because we look at the root, what they actually need to learn, and then make sure they drink from that wealth of knowledge. And that is what makes them perform very well. So I can guarantee you that if you are very good, I mean very, very good, there is an opportunity for you. It could be a remote job, it could be a full-time job. Or if you want to be doing something combined with what you are doing, we can make you anonymous if you don't want people to know you. They just deliver, that's what people want to see. They want to see results. I can guarantee you that. Thank you very much. And if there's any issue, if there's any question, feel free to ask in your group. Go and check your mentor that I assigned to you. Push that questions to them. They know it. If they don't know it, I won't bring them on this training. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much. God bless.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.